Alright, let's talk ARFID, which is Avoidant Food Intake Resistance Disorder. No, Avoidance Resistance Food Intake Disorder. My apologies. My dyslexia there. Anyways, I'm actually somebody who has it. And I'm responding to Temple Grandin's thoughts on it. And she does feel that some of it, yes, maybe with, a lot of families may have chosen to, move away from the having a dinner table and putting the food in front of them. Possibly, yes, that's okay. But for me, I have it, but I have been able to accommodate it by being flexible. And I know not every neurodiverse person can be flexible like that. But I've learned condiments are my best friend because I have horrible sensory issues that without them, particularly ranch dressing. And yes, our European friends, possibly I heard in the UK, do not have it. Well, I'd be in a world of shit if I didn't have that available. But my father asked, what would you do if they stopped making it? And I'd be like, I'd find a recipe to make it. And probably freeze it. And he didn't know what to say to that because he knows I know how to cook. And I also know how to cook a lot of recipes, not just, prepackaged things. So I know how to cook both ways. So guess what? It's kind of funny. He didn't know what to say and he got no response, which was quite hilarious. But I think a lot of the problem is a lot of families, they just give up because they don't know how to accommodate them trying different things, because seeing them in distress and freaking out, it's hard. And sometimes, like Temple Grandin had said that a teacher or school nurse at a school had to help somebody learn to tolerate stuff that took them over a month to not reject the food. And the thing is, a lot of parents give up before a breakthrough is made. Okay, I'm not dealing with ARFID in this case. I'm working with 2 skittish cats in my own home. And I did not know I had some kind of gift with cats. I knew I do with dog training and parrots. I did not know I do with cats, because cats, I didn't have a cat till I was 27. I'm 36 right now, going on 37. So I've been almost 10 years of cats in my home because one showed up one day and all the rest is history. They're too damn cute. They just mosey their bloody way in. And they eventually, you end up having them in most cases. So Wrigley, my youngest one, is a bit of a skittish little twat. So I have been having to work with him to tolerate me picking him up and holding him. I've had more improvement, but it took a couple months. Maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I've been doing the same with my only female cat, Bernie. She's very skittish, and she has neurodiverse traits. Both of them do. Well, cats typically do in general. That may be why a lot of people have them. Well, anyways, what I'm trying to say with this is I've been working with them. It's just taken a couple months to actually, at least, or some, years, to work with my kitties, with my parents' cats, because my parents are aging, and they're at the age where anything can happen at any time. Therefore, the cats have to be comfortable with me, as I am next of kin to be their next owner when my parents are no longer able to take care of them, or if they pass away. Therefore, the cats have to learn to tolerate me and accept me as their next owner in the future. The dogs, I'm pretty much got them on board with me. I got this Malinois sitting next to me that loves me. I'm her safe person. She's clung to me since almost day one. But anyways, like I'm saying, with ARFID, you have to take the same amount of patience. You cannot just give up. It's like training a horse. They're like teenagers. If you let them control, they do. You have to work, but you have to find a way that works for each person, because needs are individual, not universal. Because universal expectations do not work with neurodiversity and sensory issues. Therefore, that's what makes it so hard to understand and accommodate. And especially if you've got somebody who can't speak, well, and that makes it hard too, as I've, talked about in past videos. But me, I find different condiments for different things. Like with the stuffing, I like it best with honey mustard dressing. And that's the other thing, is people are not going to understand the weird things that us neurodiverse people do to tolerate food. My father thinks some of the stuff I do is gross, but it works for me to be able to eat the things that I wouldn't otherwise eat. Otherwise, I would be on a much more limited diet than I should be. I will literally put ranch or honey mustard on veggies. My African gray parrot, Dudley, came home to us needing to be weaned off a blue cheese dressing for his vegetables. Although I just ain't the healthiest for a parrot, but he does get it. I have a little butter I steam veggies in, because that's, what my parents prefer. And I will literally I won't put dressing on his, but I will put veggies for him. Well, my dad will literally leave a little extra veggies left over to make sure the dude gets his veggies, because he won't eat fruit, but he will eat veggies at least. I'm willing to, pick my battles on that, which you have to do with autism and sensory issues as well. I mean, if they're having some nutritional intake, it's one thing, but I know it's, for many, it can be like pulling teeth. I stopped fighting Dudley on fruit. I was like, you don't want apple, you don't want strawberry. I've tried everything I can possibly work with that I purchased for grocery shopping. It's a given. You don't want it? Okay, fine. I'll at least give you veggies and some meat, because he does like chicken. He likes chicken bones for the calcium. But Dudley has sensory issues more than my Amazon used to when she was alive. My Amazon would eat anything you gave her. It's like, anything you gave to Amazon, she'd eat it. She didn't care. But that's Amazons. They love to eat, often, most of them. My gray, different story. But I have to ration out his Nutriberries still, because I literally paid $40 for a container for him to have those. If you include Amazon sales tax and the like. Luckily it's Prime, so I'm a Prime, we have a Prime account in our home. We have a family Prime account, so that's not shipping ain't a problem. But the dudes, I cannot just free feed him them damn Nutriberries or let him have access to the container, because he knows how to take the lid off and get into them, and they're very fattening, so he doesn't get them every day, but he sure loves when he does. He holds them in his foot and eats them. Well, anyways, but with ARFID, same thing. With human kids, you have to pick the battles, and it may be years before the kids' taste buds mature, because what a lot of people also may not realize or remember is that when it comes to child development, kids' taste buds are not fully developed. And then if you have autism or some kind of sensory issue, like with ADHD or something else, then you're going to have 10 times the battle trying to get them to eat the stuff they should, because of, you've got the underdeveloped taste buds of a child, but then, which mine never really matured, is how I look at it, because I have horrible sensory issues with food. The way I look at it, you got the underdeveloped taste buds that goes along with child development as you get older. Over time, it changes. But then you've got the sensory issues that make it even harder, which makes it you really have to work at it over time. And it does take a lot of patience, which I know for many is hard. So, those are some things to consider with ARFID. So anyways, have a good night.